Hi everybody, welcome to my kitchen. Today I am going to be making a homemade peach cobbler. A couple weeks ago I got a half a bushel of peaches, so I went and canned them. You can see they turned out so beautiful. And how I did it was I did up a simple syrup, 1 cup sugar to 2 cups water. I added cinnamon and a little vanilla in here, and then I processed them so they're shelf safe. Beautiful. Hi everybody, welcome to my kitchen. Today I am going to be making a homemade peach cobbler. A couple weeks ago I got a half a bushel of peaches, so I went and canned them. You can see they turned out so beautiful. And how I did it was I did up a simple syrup, 1 cup sugar to 2 cups water. I added cinnamon and a little vanilla in here, and then I processed them so they're shelf safe. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to use that to make a homemade peach cobbler. What I'm going to cook it in is my cast iron skillet, because that's the way you do it. But today what you're going to need is a whole stick of butter. You're going to take and you're going to cut it up and put it in the skillet and let it sit in the oven, which you're going to preheat your oven to 350 degrees. You are going to let it sit in the oven for it to melt. And then you're going to take it out as soon as it's melted. For this recipe, you're going to need a medium-sized mixing bowl. You're going to need salt, baking powder, all-purpose flour, vanilla, and milk, and autumn. Along with sugar. It's a very simple recipe. So, grab my stuff. What I'm going to do first is, since I've already got my oven preheated, I'm going to go ahead and cut my my butter to where I can place it in my skillet over there. You can see I'm having spaghetti tonight for dinner. Simple and easy for a Sunday. So, let me go ahead and unwrap my butter. Move my recipe out of the way so people can see what I'm doing. Yes, yes, yes. There, now we can see. So I'm just going to take and just cut my butter into pieces. There we go. Set my cast iron skillet over here, as you can see. And this is a very good recipe also for if children are learning how to cook, or you just want your kids in there with you, or your grandkids to teach them something new. This is a very simple recipe that you can do with them so that they can have fun and learn something also in the kitchen. So, as you can see, I placed my butter in the pan that I'm going to stick in the oven for it to melt. And like I said, I have my oven set on 350 degrees. So let me come over here to my oven and just place this in there for the butter to melt. So first off, what I am going to do is I'm going to drain my peaches. Now, like I said, I canned these 2 weeks ago, and how I did it was with a simple syrup, cinnamon, and I did use fruit fresh, and vanilla to make the flavor. So I am going to actually drain these peaches. not dreaming too well. It's my trainer. Everything gets moved around. Okay, so I've got my peaches drained and I placed them in a bowl. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to sprinkle half a cup of sugar on them and mix it up. And just set that to the side for a little. So half a cup. Really good. And what I do is I take and I mix them. Mix it up, mix it up. Give them just a little bit more sweetened. Because like I said, I used a simple syrup. I didn't use a heavy syrup with them. I just went with a simple light syrup because I was making them actually for my father, and he can't do the sugar, that much sugar. So now, since that is set to the side, and I have my pan of butter in the oven, we're going to start with the batter. Now, with the batter, like I said, you're going to need a medium bowl. You're going to use 1 cup of sugar. Okay, now after you use 1 cup of sugar, you're going to do 3/4 cup of all-purpose flour. I have my flour here. 3/4 cup. There. There we go. 3/4 cup. So 3/4 cup of flour in there. Then I am going to do 2 teaspoons of baking powder. 1, 2. Let me put this down just a little bit so y'all can see my bowl. There we go. That's better, isn't it? Now we're going to do 1/8 of a teaspoon of salt. There we go. Which that's just a pinch of salt. And we're going to do a 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla. Vanilla extract, 1/2 teaspoon. I'm actually going to put 1 teaspoon. Because I like the taste of vanilla. I don't know about you. Now, what we are going to do is we're going to incorporate 3/4 cup of milk. Where is my, what am I looking for? Let me use this one. Okay. Now, 3/4 cup of milk. As you can see, I'm not adding it all in at once. I'm doing just a little bit at a time. and stirring it in. There we go. There's the rest. Put in the sink. Stir all of that in there. No, I haven't forgot about my butter in the oven, which should be just about ready to come out, if not already ready. You see how simple this was? I mean, this recipe is so simple. Now, if you want to, you can take a little bit of cinnamon, which my peaches already have cinnamon in it, but I'm going to go ahead and do this. Sorry. I'm going to take and sprinkle just a little bit more cinnamon in there. Because when I did the peaches, I only put about maybe a teaspoon of cinnamon in them. All right, so we have this all mixed up. Like I said, it's such an easy recipe. Grandmas, get your grandkids in the kitchen. Mamas, get your kids, your sons, your daughters in the kitchen. Cook with them. Start teaching them. And this is a very easy recipe for them. So, okay, we got this done. So let me check the oven over here to see about the butter. And it is ready to go. It is melted. Yes. Set that down just for a second. Let me turn my camera over here so you can see the butter in the pan. There we go. Now, all you do now is you take your batter that you just did and you pour it in the butter. Don't stir it. Just pour it in there. Get it all out of the bowl. Do not stir. Even though it's saying, please stir me, please. Do not do it. Do not give in to temptation. Them little voices in your head. The horrible. Okay, so that's in there. Now what we're going to do, those peaches that we set aside with the sugar, look at that. It made juices because remember I drained the juice off of it and it made more juice. Oh, they smell so good too. So we're going to take these peaches and we're just going to put them around. Put it all around in here. And this is a pint of peaches, y'all. My half bushel that I did gave me 12 pints of peaches from half a bushel. So what we're going to do, I said earlier to preheat your oven to 350 degrees. We're going to take this, place it back in the oven, and we are going to cook it or bake it, because that's what we're doing, for an hour or until the crust is golden brown. So let's place it in the oven. There we go. And We're going to leave it in there for an hour, and then we're going to come back and check on it. But like I said, it's a very, very, very simple recipe and very good. To can the peaches, cut your peaches, take the seeds out, put your simple syrup over them with your fruit fresh, some cinnamon and some vanilla. Take and process them, water bath them. Always leave my rings off so that people can see, hey, it's a sealed jar. And plus, if you have a false seal, the ring is not going to compress it down to hold it. It's going to actually, if it has a false seal, it'll come up to where you know that it didn't seal right. Or even if you have a bad jar, it's going to do the same thing. So I always take my rings off to store them. So while that bakes for 1 hour, I'll be back in 2 seconds. Hey everybody. So I'm back. Yes, it's already been the hour. It didn't seem like that long, did it? It seemed like only 1 second. Maybe 2. But I got my cobbler out of the oven. As you can see, it is so beautiful. Let me set it down here. Look how beautiful that turned out. Let me dish up a little bit so we can give it a taste test. It's hot. Hot, 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 hot. Yes, it is. It is hot. Okay. So let me show y'all what this looks like. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? So, let's taste it and see how it turned out. Look at that. How beautiful. Oh, sorry. Beautiful that is. Oh my goodness. It is great.
It's great.
It is great.
Say hi, Autumn. Say hi, everybody.
Say hi.
How you doing? Say hi. Hi.
Give Autumn a little taste.
Better blow it.
Still a little too hot for her.
She had to have a balloon today.
Okay.
A balloon, huh?
Okay.
You want to throw him a kiss? Ah. Bite. Too hot. Too hot. Said blow it.
Little bitty bite.
No.
No, you don't want to bite?
Don't wanna bite.
All of that, and she didn't
All
want to
that
bite.
blowing and you didn't want to bite.
Did not. Little bitty bite.
Mm.
Is that good? Like I said, very easy recipe. Moms, get your kids in the kitchen and start cooking. Grandparents, get your grandkids in the kitchen and start cooking. This is such an easy recipe.
Hey, don't do it.
Such an easy recipe that do in an hour. So from my kitchen to your kitchen,
Say bye-bye.
stay safe, be blessed. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, and ring that bell for more notifications and give us a thumbs up. Until next time, bye.
Bye.
Say bye-bye.
Bye.